Hi there, stampers and crafters. My name is Tami White from stampwithtami.com and welcome to my online class. Today is Sunday. It is September 12th, 2001, and we are going to be making some Halloween treats. Great for the grands, great for the kids at school, great for parties, great just to give to somebody to cheer them up. This is just a fun project. We actually have two projects. I'm going to show them to you, and they're part of several series that I have going on right now. I'm going to show you how to make this treat bag using Stampin' Up! Clear envelopes, continuing on my series of different ways to use clear envelopes, and shaker card here, which I've got a couple different designs on shaker cards lately, and I also am just starting a series featuring the Stampin' Up! Festive and Bright bundle. So we'll be using that today too. It's a super fun one. It's more than just Halloween. In fact, you could totally change these up for other occasions. There's holiday lights and there's apples, and it's a fun border set, which is different. It's different than what we normally play with. So I like being able to use some different things in different ways. And I'm going to show you real quick before we get started. So if you subscribe to my newsletter at stampwithtami.com, I'll have full directions on how to make this shaker card, very similar but different, using the same festive and bright bundle. And you can check this video out on my YouTube channel from last week, which is using the Stampin' Up! Clear envelopes to make shaker cards. These are different style of shaker cards than what we're doing right now. So a couple other things in the works. All right, welcome aboard, everybody. It's great to see you guys on this Sunday afternoon. Welcome. It's very happy to have you guys here. We are broadcasting live, but you may not be watching live. So if you are, if you're watching the live, or even if you're watching the replay, I have a gift for you. You are eligible to win the Halloween, the In Your Word stamp set. This is a hose stamp set. It's only going to be available till the end of the month, and you can only get it during celebration with a $300 order, or if you're a hostess or workshop combined with friends. Anywho, let's just say it's a rare and hard to get stamp set. And I'm giving one away. All you need to do is drop a comment right here in this video. You might be watching live on Facebook, or you might be watching live on YouTube. Either one, I combine them all. And if you share this video onto social media, such as Facebook or Pinterest or YouTube, I will enter you a second time into that drawing. Just make sure that you type the word shared into the comments so that I know you shared it. I like sharing the love back. So I am going to start with the shaker card. It's a fun one. I'm doing a couple of different things in here. I love shaker cards. I'll even show this one to you. Here we go. So you can kind of get an up close look at the shaker in there. We've got some sequins. We've got little witches hats floating around in there. Lots of fun stuff. So let's start with that. I'm actually going to start with the coloring. We're going to use Stampin' Blends today for coloring. And so I'm going to just take some basic white and Memento black ink. Now I'm going to use the Witch's Hat from the Festive and Bright stamp set, but honestly what I'm making is very easily, you could very easily make any of these designs or even other designs with it, but I love that these are edgelets and that they match. And I see a first timer out there, Joe. Welcome. Yay. We love it. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming fun. And if you like this video, even if you don't, hit that like button. Okay. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. I won't cry. At least I'll try not to. But I hope you like it. I hope you have fun. I always love doing these live videos. I love being able to play with you guys, and I love that we have a little bit of, we can, have a little bit of interaction. I can help you guys with your questions as we go. And so we're going to be using edgelets. I'm holding these up here to show you, but I'm not telling you what I'm doing because I'm just gabbing away here. Sorry. So these are the edgelets that go along with the stamp set. We're going to use those in just a minute. So we'll come back to that. So the stamps that we're using here is the witch's hats. I'm just going to ink that up with Memento black ink. Oh, Deb, I'm glad I could drag you away for some yard work. So come join me with some lemonade. She's been working in the yard today. It's kind of windy here in Massachusetts today. It's I suppose it's a beautiful day out. It's still really nice out. It could still really be good for working in the yard, but if you were raking your leaves, you probably have to do it multiple times because it's windy. I am just going to grab, I have some handy here, some paper. And, oh, thank you, Amanda. She says she loves my nails. Thank you. My nail lady would love to hear that. I'll let her know you said so. So I'm only putting scrap paper underneath here because I'm about to do some coloring with Stampin' Blend markers, and they bleed through. They're very, very juicy. They're made to do that. That's not a it's not a fault of theirs, but they're blending markers, and blending markers need to be really wet in order to blend. So that's why they bleed through. So it's just part of it. So what I have here is Granny Apple Green Pumpkin Pie, Blackberry Bliss, and Fresh Freesia. With this is the bronze that comes with the ivory and bronze, and then a basic black. These are all Stampin' Blend markers. They're alcohol markers, fun to work with. I'm going to show you some tips on blending with them, and I'm going to start with Granny Apple Green. We'll go ahead and have some fun coloring in the hats, doing some fun things with them. I mean, they're pretty simple coloring. It's not anything that's really too involved on this particular one. So what I'm doing is I'm taking each Stampin' Blend marker comes in two shades. One is light, one is dark. So I start with the light because, like I said, they blend best when they're wet. And I know a lot of people do this in different ways, but this is my style. Is I like to have the light on there first to kind of get it good and already wet, so that when you put the darker one on there, it blends really nicely. So I don't know. We'll go ahead and add some green in some other areas. Just so. And next up, let's take some of that pumpkin pie. Same thing. We've got light and dark. And you all are going to be lefties with me today. Some of you writers never thought you'd be able to be a lefty, but for now, we can pretend. So what I'm doing again, coloring the whole image in with the light, taking the dark, just adding, it's the easiest shading here. So easy to do this. And we'll go ahead and keep on moving with the other colors. Now, with the Blackberry Bliss, I actually just kind of used the Fresh Freesia, and then I added the Blackberry Bliss just to make it really pop. So what I did was I took light Fresh Freesia and colored it so it's nice and bright and fun. And then instead of taking the dark Fresh Freesia, I actually went to the light Blackberry Bliss because it's really, like I said, a really dark, fun look there. And it's just the same things. And just go right across with your other two hats. And I'm also going to take the bronze. The reason why I have that out here is I'm going to go ahead and color the stem of the broom. We'll do that on all the brooms. Okay, Rosemary says her video is blurry. Yeah, I guess mine could be a little blurry on Facebook. I'm not sure if it's the same on YouTube or not, but I am seeing mine a little bit blurry on my end, but I don't know how to fix that because it's not blurry on my side. It's only blurry on the Facebook side. So hopefully they'll come around. Hopefully they'll give us something good. All right, I'm just going to move these out of the way. If you wanted to, you could add some Wink of Stella to this. And then make it shimmer. I'll tell you what, if for some reason it's still blurry at the end and it doesn't seem to fix itself, I will upload another version of it that isn't, so you guys can rewatch it. All right, so, oh, good. Nancy says hers clear, and Lois says hers is perfect, and Renee, thank you guys, Renee. I'm sorry, Raylee. Is that right, Raylee? All right, thank you guys for saying that. I know I'm seeing what she's seeing. I don't know if you guys can see that on my phone if it shows. It is a little blurry on mine, but that also could have something to do with our Wi-Fi. She's not on my Wi-Fi, but we both might be having slow Wi-Fi today. Okay, but thanks for letting me know that. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm bringing in the die cut machine, Stampin' Cut machine. Let's back it out just a little bit, and we're going to place that on there. We're just going to pretend the whole thing's colored in. Now I'm going to show you a little tip here because that's my job. That's what I do. So this is the die set, the Festive Finish die sets that goes along with it. And we've got some apples, we've got some bulbs to put on our, Christmas ornaments. We've got a label here. Now these here are edgelets, and they're going to cut out the 3 border images. So they're numbered. There's 1A, 1B. There's 2A, 2B, and 3A and 3B. So 1 is the hats, 2 is the Christmas bulbs, and 3 is the apples. They should have written that on the on the actual on the die package. My personal opinion there, but maybe it's on there and I didn't see it. But just so you know, when you're going to work with these, so you can just line them up. There's a top and a bottom. Can you guys see that? Okay, I'm sorry if I'm putting my hands in your way. All right. And I've got some Post-it note here that I'm just going to use to hold it, so it stays exactly where I want it. So I'll go ahead and put that down, and go ahead and put that down, and then we're going to just go ahead and run that through. Oh, thanks, Carolyn. Thanks for enjoying the videos. Appreciate you taking a minute to write. I love you guys. I'm actually a little late. Normally I'm on Friday afternoons, and then I had some technical problems, and I was waiting for some replacement equipment to come in so that I could go live. And thank you, Amazon finally brought it this morning. So I was like, yes, we can finally play. But it doesn't matter when I come on. It's always fun. Okay, so here you can see that I've cut the edgelet out, and through the magic of video, we have it all colored. What? Yes. So that's how you cut the edgelets. That's how you get them all cut out. But the beautiful thing about this is you don't actually have to cut the entire both sides of this out. If you wanted to literally just do a border, you can stamp this along the edge of something and only cut out the bottom. So kind of a neat little thing there, where you have the 2 different edgelets there. So you have choices. All right, so next up, let's go ahead and do the rest of our die cut work. Not that it's work, because it's fun. All of this is fun. So we're going to go ahead and cut out from, now this is 2 different die sets that I've cut these from. The hats, actually all of these come from another die set. The die set that I just used goes with Frightfully Cute. I'm actually going to show these to you. Just so this is the festival. I'm sorry. This is what we just used. The edgelets there and the image there. But the dies that I'm showing you now come from the Frightfully Cute bundle. And they are frightfully cute. I'm actually going to use the words from this one too. So I cut these out. I've got some hats. I've got a spider web. I attached adhesive sheet to the back of some basic black scrap before I cut out the spider web. So that's going to be sticky for us. And then I cut out a label here. And we're going to do one more piece of cutting here, since we're doing a shaker card, and I'm kind of doing it what I would consider the traditional way. And that, as opposed to, we were doing the clear envelope shaker cards last week. So I think they're shake it up a little different. But this here is more of a traditional way that I would do it, but I am putting non-traditional things in to shake. So I'm using the stitched rectangle dies on this. And I'm going to go with the 3rd largest to make our cutout. Let me just double check that. Actually, that's a lie. I think I want the 4th largest. Checking. Yeah, okay. So 4th largest. You could do the 3rd largest too. It wouldn't be bad. It would just give you a thinner border around the top here. So this is going to cut out the middle so we can put our window there. Thank you, Melissa. I love my shirt. This is part of our annual breast cancer fundraiser that I do every year with Celine Kempton. We have a big event every year in October, which I should have some information on soon. But we are both Grand Club members because we raise usually $6,000 to $8,000 every year with our stamping event. So stay tuned for that because it's one that's I think, very special in lots of ways. But yes, the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer is something that one of the fundraisers. Well, I mean, I do several fundraisers every year, and they're all causes that are special to me, and that is one of them. And I have a feeling it's probably special to a lot of you out there as well too. All right, so that's our frame for our window card. So what I'm going to do so we'll do the assembly all at once. I'm going to do some stamping first. I'm going to stamp the words, and I'm going to stamp the inside of the card. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and stamp the words for the treat bag too, because they're just basically stamped the same way. I've got Memento black ink. Let me pull that in so you guys can see what I'm using here. But any black ink will do. And we've got some fun words. These words were from that same Frightfully Cute bundle. Which way to the candy? I love that, right? Get it? Which way? Come on. Like which? WTCH? Oh, super cute. Less tricking, more treating. Too cute. Too cute. So if you want to put a smile on somebody's face, the words in this set definitely will do it. So I've got some Mango Melody. And these images also from that Frightfully Cute set. We've got a little moon here that I'm going to just stamp in the Mango Melody down the bottom. It's like a big full moon maybe. And then we've got our Witchy Poo. And we'll stamp her right there. And, you know, if you want to stamp another greeting on the inside, you can. Or you can write something nice in there. Oh, gasp. Does anybody write anymore? All right, so with that, I think we've got everything cut and ready to assemble. So I've pre-done our card base here. So we've got a card base, we've got the inside here, we've got the outside, and then we've got frame, we've got our witch's hat that we just cut. And then I've got a window sheet here that we're going to use, as well as all these little die cuts that I cut. All the little hats but one I am going to put on the inside of the card with some sequins to make our shaker, because I thought the hats were wicked cute inside. I just thought they were fun and something a little different. So we have our window sheet. So let's just put that over there so you guys can see. These are all the pieces here that we'll put together in this card. Now this one is just a little different. I colored this one ahead of time, sorry. What I did was I just took the black Stampin' Right marker, or the black blends, colored the band of the hat, and then put some Wink of Stella on it to make it shimmery. I don't know if you guys can see the shimmer, but it's super fun. So that one I'm going to put on the front, but the rest of them are going on the inside. So let's back out, back. All right, first I'm going to do some seal adhesive. So we'll go ahead and put the inside of the card, and witches hats are, they are so fun. I just like the fun in the Halloween stuff. I mean, my kids are older now, they don't dress up or anything, but it's just fun. Like, I give these out for birthday cards in October. I give out Halloween cards because they're fun, and I love to play with the Halloween stuff. And I mean, I don't know, this kind of makes me want to have a party just, you know, just for the treats and the treat bag we're about to make. This is a window sheet. You can purchase these in my online store. Before I go ahead and attach this though, I'm going to take the hats that we colored and I'm going to attach them to the, so I'm on the this is the back side, this is the front side of our frame. I'm just going to make sure that there's adhesive on the back of those two. All right. So then I'm going to go ahead, and the window sheet doesn't matter which way it goes because it's a window sheet. It's kind of see-through and it doesn't matter. Good times. All right, so then from here, we are going to, let's go ahead and attach this to the front, and then we're going to go ahead and actually, before I attach that to the front, because I did some fun stuff on the inside. You know, I like a couple of little treats in there, that like the hats, but I also put one of these little spider webs. So when I die cut the spider web, I put an adhesive sheet. You know, I just cut one of these off. It's like sticky. So you put it on the back of your cardstock, and it turns your cardstock into a sticker. These are available in my online store. Everything that I'm using is available at stampwithtami.com. if you click shop online. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that down there because that was just a little something that just added to it, and it was super fun. And now I'm going to stick that down now that I have that. So this is going to go on the front of the card base, like so. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive strips. So these are like foam strips. They're like skinny long dimensionals kind of. They're thick, they're foam, and they're perfect for this style of shaker card. So you pretty much just line the inside, just on the inside of the cut there, where the die cut is on the back. So we're on the back of this, but on the other side of it, you can see the die cut there. So just on the inside of that. And you want to make sure when you're working with this, that if you have any overlap there, you've got it covered, because if there's any crease there, your little sequins are going to pop out. And you don't want that. Nobody wants sequins popping out. Like right here, I'm going to make sure that that's good and tight together there. Okay. So we can go ahead and take the backing off of this and get it all ready to go. And then we will get our shaker parts ready for a celebration. Oh my goodness, this one does not want to come off. Stubborn little guy. I do appreciate adhesive that's super sticky. I don't know about you guys, but when it's, you know, I want to know that it's not going to pop off the card. I'm actually going to have to use my pointy to get this off, because my fingernails are not working today. There we go. It's possible it's my nerves too. Oh, sometimes, you know, it gets nervous. You got people out there. Oh my gosh. People are watching. And I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So from here, let's just move these two out of the way. We'll bring them back in after. I'm going to take the witch's hats that I'm going to put inside the shaker, the ones that I want shaky. And these are everyday sequins. So when I got these everyday sequins, and they are available in my online store, there was red, there was like gold, and then there was, I don't know, green and silver. They were separated really nicely. And then I dropped it on the floor. Oh my gosh, sequins everywhere. So thankfully the floor had just been swept anyway. So I swept them all up, but there was no way to separate them. The colors are all mixed together. And to be honest with you, I like them that way. So that way they're all together, all mixed together. You can put as many as you want in there, or as few as you want in there, to kind of bounce around for your sequins. And just keep it to the center. Make sure it's on the center here. And then we're going to go ahead and attach this over the top. And the foam adhesive is going to be, because it's all the way around the inside there, it's going to hold all of our shaker bits inside. So now we've got fun little surprise shakers. We've got little witch's hat in there. We've got a little spider web down here on the inside. So lots of fun for your guest or your loved one when you give them your little shaker card. So from there, all we have left to do is to attach. I'm going to attach the greeting. Less tricking, more treating. Oh, so cute. And we'll go ahead and put the hat down. And then the last piece, because you know nothing is complete until the bling. We need the bling, right? Of course we do. So I'm using the gilded gems today for bling. The part of bling will be played by gilded gems. So I'm using this to put in the center of the witch's hat. Right there. So it sparkles. All right. So on mine, I've got the hats on the outside of the window sheet. On this one, on my original one, I put them underneath. Either one goes. You can kind of see them better when they're on the outside, but they're both kind of cute. You guys can decide how you want to line those up. So that's card number 1. So I got 2, right? This matches. You could do this for party invitations, or just send this to somebody, or just hand it to somebody that you love, to say, have a little fun, a little smile. Put them on your coworkers' desks at Halloween. So next, we are going to make some matching candy. So with this, I'm moving along with the clear envelopes. Clear envelopes, Stampin' Up! Carries. We, as demonstrators, whenever we do swaps, these are mandatory for many reasons. One is that we can put our card swaps in here. The pieces don't stick together. The layers don't stick to the other cards and get torn apart. And they're all uniform and they're all nice. These are resealable. You can reuse them. A lot of times people will send these in the mail with their card in it and just put like a little index card in the front, or a piece of cardstock in the front with the address on it. And that's really fun because you can kind of see your card coming through in the mail. So today I'm going to show you how to make this sweet little candy treat. Get it? Bump sweet. And little topper bag here. Super easy. Super easy. So we'll start with our topper. I've got some basic black, and you will find the measurements to this and all of the entire supply list and some photos of the projects at stampwithtami.com. There is a link in this video's description. You might be watching on YouTube or Facebook, either one. There's a link there for you. If you're watching on YouTube, however, there are links to all of the supplies in the description. So you can actually click right over to clear envelopes, or right over to they're all right there. And I like to make it easy for you. But either way, you can click on the link that's in the video's description, and you can download this, and you can click on the links there as well. This has the measurements, and this is the supply list of everything that I'm using today. But you don't need to screenshot it because I got it taken care of for you. I got you covered. All right. I've got a 5x5 sheet. I'm intentionally making it a little bit longer than I need it to be, and I'll tell you why. I am just using my paper trimmer right now. You could use your Simply Score tool. Score it at 2 inches. Right, Deb? I'm so with you. Who would not love to receive this? I want one. If you can send me one, my address is... Oh, no, I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Okay, so this is going to be our topper in a minute. We're going to come back to this in just a second. Next up, we are going to create our background. Now, I've done the witch's hat border exactly like we did with the card. So I have one pre-made for us. It's exactly the same. And we're going to go ahead and stick that to, this is so fun. Got to zoom in here for you guys. Look at this. This is brand new in the holiday mini catalog, and it's gold shimmer vellum. So you can see how you can see through it. Super fun. It's sparkly. I'm not sure how much sparkly shows up here on the video, but it is awesome. It's awesome stuff. And I'm going to use that just as a little something to really make this stand out and make it shimmery and sparkly and fun. Not that it wasn't already fun, because it is, but I'm going to go even further with it. I'm going to take the witch's hats now. Mine's a little bit longer than it needed to be. It only needed to be the 5 inches that I have here. So I'm just going to trim off my excess hat. There we go. And then we're going to bring out those dies again. And again, especially for those of you who came in late, this is the Festive and Bright bundle that I'm using here. You can see the hat image and the stamps that we used and the dies. So the die set here is, there's 2 to each stamp. There's a top and a bottom to each stamp. So we're going to take these out again. We've already cut the hats out once. I'm going to cut again, matching with the gold vellum. So I'm going to use both the top and the bottom to do that. And let's see if we can get you a better view here. There we go. So then we're just going to take and line these edgelets up with the image. And this time I'm moving the edgelets out. So this is another beautiful thing about these edgelets. You can get them really tight to the image like I did with the hats. But with the gold vellum, I want that gold. I want a reveal of that coming through and enough to see. So I'm moving them out so that you can really get a good reveal of that gold shimmer vellum in there. And then we will go ahead and posty that down so it doesn't move. It is when you're doing this wider, like we're doing right now, it is more forgiving. I mean, I would say, unless you're going very, very tight onto the image, it's pretty forgiving. But it's also pretty easy to line up. The image is pretty easy to line up. So let's go ahead and crank that through. So now, ooh, come on. There we go. So now we've got this fun. It's matching the hats there, and it's just the shimmer, the gold, super fun. Now there's one more thing I want to do here before I put this away, and that is, oops. Okay, so we just made our score line on here. Now the longer side that isn't scored, because it was a 5x5 square, so it didn't matter what side you scored. But once you scored it, there was one side that's longer than the other. So let's go ahead and take our adhesive and attach that to the front. Sorry, I'm off camera there. I just put a little seal adhesive on this, and then I attached it to my table. Good times. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick this on. There we go, on the black like that. Now I want to cut this bottom edge of the black to match. So that really gives it a pow in your, when you give it to them, because now it's like, you know, how did you do that? That's wicked cool, right? But remember how I said you don't have to cut the top and the bottom because there's two separate edgelets? I'm only cutting the bottom now. I'm only making the bottom edge. The top we're going to leave. So go ahead and use that same posty. Line that up. Make sure we get it. Oh, poop. Sorry. Also make sure that it's not hanging off the edge of the platform when you do that, because that's not going to be fun in the end. There we go. Thank you, Linda. Thanks for sharing. She says she loves these treat bags. Me too. They are super cute. All right, so I'll go ahead and take off that Post-it note. Post-it notes are really good to help you in a bind. They have so many more uses than just, you know, a Post-it note. So now we've got the front of our topper and the back like so. So I'm going to put this part aside, and I'm going to decorate the background of our treat bag. So I got some more of that gold vellum because it's super fun and I like it. Can you guys see the shimmer in that? Now I'm going to be a little bit careful here with the adhesive because it will show through. You just want to put the adhesive where you know it's going to be covered with the candy, and it doesn't really need to cover the whole thing. It's going to be on the background. Now I had pre-cut one of these spider webs. I had put an adhesive sheet on the back of it, so it would be nice and easy to attach. We like it when things are easy. Let's go ahead and put that right there on the inside. And then, chocolate. Gotta have the chocolate, right? So these Hershey Nuggets are super fun to craft with. There's so many. I should just do a series on Hershey Nuggets, right? Because there's so many fun things to do with them as well. As right now, you know, we're doing clear envelopes, fun things you can do with clear envelopes, fun things you can do with a Festive and Bright stamp set. Maybe at some point I'll do some more ideas with Hershey Nuggets. All right, so I am actually putting a tiny little bit of adhesive, and I'm just using my seal, but a stronger one would probably be better, on the back of the nugget so that it stays in place. So far I found the seal was working okay there. There we go. Boom. Right? So now they're going to stay on there. They've got a hold on there for when we put it into our clear envelope, which we can do right now. So there's just one more fun thing that we can do with clear envelopes. In addition to, remember the shaker cards, you'll find this video linked in today's project page. You can check it out if you didn't see that one last week. Shaker cards made with clear envelopes. Fun stuff. So this is going to slide right inside. I remember these are resealable, so somebody could technically open this and close it again if they wanted to just steal one piece of candy. All right, so from here, there's two ways to do this. You can just take your adhesive and attach it, but I'm going to go a step further than that with this particular one. All I did on the first one was put seal on the back of here and attach it, and it's great. It's fine. But after I did it, I'm like, boy, I would have really liked to have used the stapler on that. The only problem is I've already attached this gold piece, and you don't want that to be on there if you're going to do the stapler piece. But I'm going to show you how to do it, and then I'm going to reattach this. So hopefully I can gently peel that off. All right, so just the black part here on the front, like so. We used to do this back in the day. Just one staple on there is fine. That's all you need. It's just enough to kind of hold it together. And then we'll go ahead and reapply the adhesive on that and stick that back down. Just make sure I'm sticking it the right way so it matches. There we go. Super cute, right? Super cute. All right, I definitely had that up too high though. Oh well, it is what it is. I actually think I should have done it a little bit lower or put the candy a little bit lower. Maybe I can move them down a little bit. There we go. That's better. Much better. Okay, then with this, I just, I'll attach the witch's hat to the label with some seal adhesive. And then we'll go ahead and take Stampin' Dimensionals. You can use white or black because we got black going on down there too, so that would match on the back of the label. And then that just goes right there. Boom. And of course, like, you know, it's not done until you add the bling, right? Because everything needs a little bling bling. So for our hat, which I got the, you know, the black band that I colored with a marker there and some Stella shimmer on it because that just made it a little something special. And our treat bag is complete. And that's how easy it is. Now, if you wanted to, and I probably should have done this, put a little, even though I stapled it, put a little adhesive on the back inside here, but totally up to you. So this one was stapled, this one adhesive. Both of them hold up really well, but don't pop off yet. I want to share with you what's coming up this week at Stamp with Tami and what we're working on now. So here's what we've just made. I just made these two projects, super fun, and this is with the Festive and Bright bundle from Stampin' Up. So coming up this week, I have a little mini series on this bundle. So tomorrow in my newsletter, and pop on over to stampwithtami.com if you're not on it and jump on it, I'll have instructions for how to make this one. It's similar, but slightly different using the same set. We've got apples and fun, and it's fall. And then later on this week on the blog, see, if you're only watching me on YouTube, you're missing out because I also have card tutorials on my blog. I will be posting instructions on how to make, including this acrylic box, note cards here. And these fit in the very vanilla envelopes. And I have them for 3 different holiday occasions. Well, we got like thank you or fall. We've got some Halloween. We've got peace on earth. Of course, you could make these, give them as a gift. You could make all the same. You could mix them up and do something different. Super fun with that little edgelet and that festive and bright. So you can be looking forward to that tutorial a little bit later on this week on my stampwithtami.com blog. Don't forget to download the free PDF with the instructions on it. You'll find that on the link in this video's description, or go to stampwithtami.com. And if you leave a comment here, you will be automatically entered to win. Doesn't matter if you're on Facebook or YouTube. I love you both. Love you both equally, like my kids. And I will combine all, and I will draw a winner on September 24th. Celebration's ending. Just a big note, free products during celebration. There's only 2 weeks left, or a little over 2 weeks left for that. And that also means there's only a little over 2 weeks left for this demonstrator kit special, where you get the free bundle. And Festive and Bright and Frightfully Cute are both bundles that you could choose free. You could get this absolutely free with the demo kit. Information on how to do that, stampwithtami.com, click the demo button, and it will have all the information on that. But it's a pretty darn good deal, because some of these are the sets that they're giving away here are one of them, not these two, but one of them is up to $60, I think, that you could choose free, that you could if you wanted to in your kit. All right, well, thank you for joining me for today's class, and I will be back next Saturday with the next class and my Stamp It Demonstrator Group's blog hub. Thanks, and have a great rest of your weekend.